Alright, I think this should be working now. I wanted to start Minecraft as like my background gameplay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Minecraft. Oh, I think I actually have shaders on right now. I'm gonna turn those off. But we're gonna do Minecraft background gameplay. This is live, so I'm gonna be playing Minecraft and talking at the same time. And I wanna have this, at least this series, as a space for myself to put out my thoughts on mostly the ways that people interact with each other and themselves. So, my computer's about to explode. Oh, 5 FPS. Okay, we're going to like... I promise my computer's good, it just geeks. Whatever. I wanted to have this channel as like a way that I could put my thoughts out. And I don't really expect anybody to watch because I've been told I ramble a lot and I'm not very interesting to listen to, which makes sense because I do ramble a lot. But I wanted to do like one topic per video, and I started this because I finally have a topic for my first video. And I want my topic for this video to be, you can't let people treat you badly for other people's sake. And like, I kind of just thought of this on my own because it's a common pattern I see in a lot of my friends where like, oh, let's see what curse technique I got. Oh, I'm playing a Jujutsu Kaisen mod pack. Which is a TV show I really like, but pretty much, there's this idea that I have, and that's what I've been calling it in my head. You can't let people treat you like, well, like, I feel like badly is a bad word for it, but it's like unfairly, you know? Because I think when, like, everybody learns to interact with other people when they're young, right? And so, like, for example, if, like, a kid grows up, like, beating up his siblings and stuff, he's gonna grow up thinking that that's something that's, like, that you can do to people and just, like, it's not something you should be doing, right? And so that kid needs to have some kind of interference in his life to keep him from doing that. And so that's like kind of what this idea comes from, where it's like people are always learning and changing like as they get older. Like it's never too late to stop a behavior pattern. And I think that the main idea of not letting people treat you badly is if you let someone treat you badly, like let's say you're in a relationship with a girl or a boy who is abusive, let's say. Like, if you let this person hit you, bite you, take your stuff, that kind of thing, if you let this person do that to you, what will happen is that they're going to learn that that's an okay thing to do. Like, especially this is more important for younger people. If you let people in a relationship do things to you that they shouldn't be doing, like to have a healthy relationship, then they're gonna learn that that's something that's okay to do, even when it's not. So like, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, let's say you have a girlfriend who always talks about how much you eat, and they're like, oh my goodness, do you ever stop eating? or whatever, if you every time your girlfriend says this, no matter how much it hurts, if you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I'll whatever. If you just like don't do anything about it, the girlfriend is going to learn that that is something that's like an okay way to interact with your partners. Even like some people will be okay with it, but some people won't, right? And so it's something that you should ideally not. Hello. Oh, I have two of them. Why do I have two? What? Okay. If you have. So you have this girlfriend who's super mean to you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. This girlfriend is gonna learn that it's okay to comment on how much you eat, even though it's really not something that she should be doing. And if you guys, like most relationships most relationships end like before death. Like most people, almost every single person, your first couple girlfriends are not gonna be who you end up dating, right? And it's not always true. But for the most part, like just I think statistically based off what I've seen, I'd say that holds mostly true. And so this girlfriend, if she goes through y'all's relationship believing that that is something that's okay to do to a boyfriend, where she is always talking about how much you eat and stuff, when you guys break up and she is once she's ready to start dating again, her next boyfriend, she's going to like she's gonna lead with that, because that's something she's now been taught is okay, because she's like shown that side of herself and it's still been received with love and like acceptance. And when you give bad parts of people that acceptance, it like obviously it teaches them that that's okay, right? And so when this girlfriend, well, I guess ex-girlfriend now, when she goes to date another person after you, this new person, she's gonna do the same things to, because like, why would she stop, right? And when she, especially if she's nervous about how much she like eats, that can be like a big way that people kind of project. But it's like, if this girlfriend, so now there's this new boy who she is dating, and she has learned from you that it's okay to. What do these do? Okay. She's now learned that it's okay to speak to a partner in this, what I would say is a very disrespectful way. That's not a way that you should be speaking to your partner, right? And so now, by not, like, obviously, it's not gonna be your fault for what a girlfriend does after you guys break up. Like, that's just a stupid argument. But, like, and I'm not gonna say that, like, you're complicit or whatever if you don't stop it, because obviously you're not. But if you don't stop it, then, like, you're like being a bystander to it, you know? It's like, if you see someone getting, I don't know, beat up in public, and you walk past, you're not saving that person, but you're also not stopping them from getting beat up. You know? And that's kind of how I think of it, where it's like, yeah, like, you're not responsible for what this girlfriend will go on to do in her next relationships, but it's also like, she's learning her love, like the way to show love from you. Again, as I said, especially when people are so young. I'm pretty young, I'd say. And just like, I don't know. I think that when you let people treat you badly, they learn that that's an okay pattern to have, and then they're gonna do that to more people. So it's kind of like, for like, you don't want, if it's not something that you would want to happen to another person, you shouldn't let it happen to you, right? So it kind of ties in with like a little bit of self-respect as well, if that makes sense. And so I think that if there's something happening that you wouldn't want to happen to another person in your relationship, you should put a stop to it, because like, odds are, like, I'm not being like a doomer about your, like, about people's relationships or anything. That's kind of what I've been feeling recently, but I'm trying to keep it out of the influence of my thoughts. But if you're like, odds are you guys will break up eventually, and that's gonna suck for a long time. But then once she's ready to date again, she's gonna do that to the next person she dates, which is not really gonna be very, like, it's just not something, you didn't stop it from happening, but you also didn't, like, you didn't cause it, you know? I found diamonds. Oh, dang it, that's fast. I don't know how long. 3 or 4 minutes into this video? But that was pretty much like my whole train of thought. I just thought I should say that, and I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this video, because I think I have like 2 videos, and one of them is me getting gloves in CSGO, and the other one is me crashing my game on Risk of Rain. These are from like when I was like 11, bro. Don't judge me for those. But I think, like, yeah, I think I've explained it pretty well, in my opinion. Y'all should let me know if you need more clarification or anything like that. But pretty much, you can't let people be unfair to you, because they will learn that it's okay to be unfair to people, and then they will be unfair to other people, you know? And you don't want, like, you don't want anybody to be unfair to, right? Like, that's just like the principle of fairness, which I think is a pretty common ideal, I feel like. And I don't know, that's just something I've been thinking a lot about recently, where it's like, I notice a lot of people where it's like, I'll have like a friend who, and this friend will have, she'll be talking to a boy, and this boy will be like, oh yeah, he's like, he said some kind of like essay related kind of blamey stuff to me, but it's like, it's whatever, he's really cute, so I don't really mind. But it's like, I feel like you should mind, because I think that's something that, like, I feel like that, like, when you say stuff like that, it contributes to that kind of culture, and when you let that happen, you're not stopping that kind of culture even when you could, you know? Like, and obviously you're not gonna, like, social justice warrior your way out of the gender norms that we have now, but it's like little wins when you can get them. Do you know what I mean? I really need food. But I think that the way that people, not excuse, but I think the way that people allow a lot of things to happen between themselves and another person, if they looked at another person doing the same thing, they would be shocked at the amount of self-respect that that person, like, isn't using. If y'all know what I mean. And it's just, I don't know. I think that people allow too many things to happen to themselves that like that they wouldn't want happening to other people, you know? Just out of a lack of self-respect for themselves and also for like the other person. Like if another person is out of line, I feel like it's kind of your job to like let them know like, hey, this isn't something you should be doing, because like eventually they're going to meet someone who's not going to let that slide. And the more that behavior gets kind of like, I wouldn't say entrenched, I guess, but like the more that behavior kind of gets reinforced in them by like the more they're allowed to do it, the worse it's gonna suck when they finally meet someone who is not okay with that. Like someone's gonna set this person right eventually, and I think it's up to you whether you want to be that person to set them right or whether you can let them keep thinking this for a while until someone else does, you know? And maybe that someone else won't be as kind or gracious about it as you can be, you know? Like what if what's a good example? What if this person has very objectifying views about women and like you are like you see them say something like you guys are like in like freshman year of high school or something, and this person is saying like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm trying to bag this girl. She's so bad." Like all this stuff about like that paints a woman as an object, and it's like the more that you keep that conversation going and the more you allow that to happen, like he's just going to keep saying that kind of stuff and keep believing in that kind of thought train until he meets, I don't know, like let's say y'all are doing this in freshman year. If you let this keep happening until, I don't know, junior year without telling him like, bro, that's not a cool way to talk about girls. If you allow that to happen and he keeps like up this pattern until like junior year or something of high school, then like what if he's at a sleepover or something? Like let's say he's at his friend's sleepover, like a, I don't know, just won a baseball game, and like he's like riding this high off this like winning an important baseball game. Maybe he's going to the next like set of qualifiers or something. I don't really know how baseball works, but um and so they're like, all right, everybody, let's have a sleepover at my house. And this guy's like, okay, bet. And they go over to the house, and this kid is talking to this girl, right? And this girl, he's talking about like, oh my God, this girl is so bad. I want to, like, she's just such a goal to me. Or, I don't know, I try not to surround myself with people who objectify women, so I don't really know how they talk. But, like, if he's having a sleepover at another friend's house, like, not everybody's like people are gonna take kindly to that, right? What if the mom or the dad of the kid who's hosting the sleepover hears that, and what if he just like decks him, right? And like what if he gets a concussion and then he's out of baseball forever because he like has like brain damage. I don't know. You'd have to get hit by like All Might from One Punch Man. What, All Might from One Punch Man? What the hell am I talking about? All Might from My Hero Academia to get like brain damage from one hit. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there's people who could be a lot less kind about it than you would be. And like, I'm getting jumped right now. Fuck. But it's like, I feel like it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's your duty. Like, people are just gonna be bad people sometimes. Like, there's not a lot you can do about it. And I wouldn't say that it's like your responsibility to keep someone from, like, like, it's not your responsibility to make someone into a good person, but it's like, if you could have and you didn't, I'd say that kind of reflects on you a little bit, you know? Like even for that other person's sake, like what I said about like the mom or the dad like decking him across the face. Like you don't want someone, I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't think you should let people treat you unfairly or in ways that you wouldn't want other people to be treated, because they will learn that that's okay and they're gonna go treat other people like that, and that's not something that you want, because ideally you want everybody to be treated the same way, you know? And I'm pretty sure, I think I'm gonna change my curse technique for the next video, because I don't think Judge Man does anything. Like, they're just, I spawned them. It spawns 2 of them and they're just sitting there. They don't do anything. I can kill them. They don't attack. They're kind of just there, and I get ability disable until they die, which is not really what I want. So I think I'm gonna change my curse technique. I'm gonna pick the number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heavenly restriction. Actually, I'm gonna pick again because I don't want to do that. I'm gonna pick 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 2 are also broken. Private Pure Love Train, we'll do that. I'm Hikari from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm gonna get rid of these. These judgments so that I can get rid of my ability disable. Can shoot a pachinko ball now. Ain't that pretty cool? But yeah, I thought I would go make a video and talk about how you can't let people treat you badly because, and I'll probably have some like super fancy title or whatever. But I thought I would go on here, talk about you can't let people treat you badly or unfairly, because they'll learn that that's an okay thing to do, and they'll treat other people badly. So, like, if you don't want other people to be treated badly, don't let yourself be treated badly. You know what I mean? I look so pale, bro. Holy moly. I'm not that pale, I promise. I'm like a little tan. I have a little bit. But I live in Washington, like Washington State, so it's hard to get tan out here, okay? UV 3 is an average day. UV like 2 or 3. It's evil. But hey, I got Minecraft and I got my blue LEDs, so I ain't doing that bad. Ooh, wait, hold on. If I turn this one red, do I come? No, okay, I'm just all red. I have 2 LED lights, and I was thinking they would mix and I'd be purple, and I could be like Gojo, but it's okay. I hear a parrot. Where's the parrot? I need seeds. I can see that he's like... Huh, weird. I don't know, but I figured I would just like say that, and then I'll probably make more videos like this, where it's like it's just like my thoughts on just kind of random stuff, because I figured I would make a kind of like, it's not like a diary, but it's like a recording of my thoughts, you know? I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll probably play off camera because it's just like something I figured I'd do in my free time.